Hey y'all, today I'm making a traditional family dish, stuffed peppers. Something all of my family's eaten for all of my life. I'm sure they've eaten it longer than that. My grandmother started making it, but of course my dad, my immediate family made it, my aunts made it. It's something they all can make, and it turns out real good. I'll be honest with you though, I haven't had it for, I don't know how long, maybe 10 years, maybe even longer than that. But with putting a channel together, I'm pulling some recipes out, putting them on video, so that everybody can see them. And I'll be honest with you, if I seem a little nervous, a little jittery through this video, I am. Because I know I'm representing my family's recipe here, and I take that seriously. So, and I know that they, a lot of them tune in and watch my videos, but they'll all want to see this video and see exactly how I did it and critique it. I love my family to death, but if I make a mistake and I don't do something right, they'll sure let me know. So, anyways, come with me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cook this. Let me go through the ingredients. We're going to need 2.5 pounds of lean ground beef. We're going to need 1 pound of sausage, 1.5 cups of rice, 2 48-ounce cans of V8 juice. I'm using 1 spicy hot and 1 normal of the V8 juice. Give it a little kick. 1 medium onion, 3 or 4 cloves of garlic, 3 large eggs, salt and pepper to taste, so how much ever you're going to need for that. 1 large can of tomato soup, 20 to 24 ounces. I couldn't find that can, so I got 2 small ones. 1 large sour cream. Note that's light sour cream. Cutting back where I can. And obviously you're going to need some bell peppers. And I'm using red ones. I'll be honest with you. Traditionally they use green ones, but I don't like the green ones. I don't like the actual pepper. I love the rest of it, but I always took the pepper off and gave that to my dad or my mom or somebody else that would eat it. So I think they're a little bitter. So what I'm going to do, and what my dad said he's tried and he enjoyed too, was using the red pepper. They're a little bit sweeter. So we're going to use red peppers today. And then a non-aluminum roasting pan. So that's something that I had to search high and low for. I found one at Walmart, but this one's porcelain, but it can't be aluminum. If it's aluminum, the tomato juice does something, some kind of chemical reaction, make it taste bad, so we don't want to do that. And then you need a little flour for thickening. What we're going to start with is I'm going to go ahead and get this rice started, and cook the rice as instructed on the package, but instead of using water to cook it in, use V8 juice to cook it in. So we're going to cook this rice up in V8 juice, and then I'm going to get the garlic cloves cut up, the onion cut up, and then we'll get it assembled. I'll bring it back and we'll get it assembled, cook it up, and keep our fingers crossed. Alright, what I've got there is I've got the sausage and the burger. Let's go ahead and add these 3 eggs to this. I know we're going to be on a time crunch, so I'm going to be trying to hurry through this. I hope that doesn't make it go longer, as so many times it does when you try to hurry. So we got the 3 eggs in there. We're going to add the garlic. I ended up going with 6 cloves of garlic. So we had the garlic in there. And we're going to add the onions. Tried to chop that as good as I could, because there again I don't like raw onions, so I don't want a crunchy onion in there. Now what we're going to do too is we're going to go ahead and add some salt and pepper to this, and then we're going to start adding the rice. Because the idea here is that the rice, you want to get your proportion right. So if you like a lot of rice, we'll use it all. If you don't like it all, you don't have to put it all in there. So there's a little bit of salt, and let's throw some pepper in there for good measure. Again, I'm trying to hurry. So put some pepper in there, and we're going to start to mix it up just to see where we're at. Well, we're going to have to put rice in there, but I don't know how much. So let me go ahead and finish mixing this up and get to a point where I think it's the right consistency. Then I can come back and tell you how much rice I use and what it looks like. Alright, I ended up putting all that rice in there. So what I did was a cup and 3/4, cup and a half of rice, and about 2 cups of tomato juice, V8 juice. That's what I cooked with it, and then I ended up mixing all that rice in there. So I hope that's about the right consistency. It looks about the right consistency. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and stuff these peppers, which is much like it sounds. We're going to take and stuff burger, this mixture in here, push it all down in there. You want to cram these peppers as much as you can with this. So again, I know we're going to be tight on time. Let me go ahead and get these things packed up, and then I'll bring you back. Alright, we've got the, I got them stuffed. I had some extra meat left over, and I contemplated freezing it or making meatballs. I grew up an only child, so I'm a little spoiled. And since I didn't like peppers, when my mom and dad made it, they'd make me just some meatballs. But it really takes the pepper in there to give it the flavor. I just didn't like eating the pepper. So anyways, that's what we got going here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to flood them with tomato juice, V8 juice. In this case, I'm using the spicy one here. So we got that. He said you want them right up to the top, so I think what I'm going to do here is do it about right there. That's to my own judgment. So, anyways, we're going to put them in the oven for about an hour, hour and a half. And when I pull them out, then we're going to have to make some gravy. They've been in the oven for an hour and a half. That is looking good. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take a turkey baster and we're going to pull this off. We're going to put it into a measuring cup because you'll want to know how much you're pulling off, because we're going to use about 1 teaspoon of flour per cup of this. So let me get this juice pulled off, and then I'll bring. All right, I got about four cups of that fluid of the tomato juice back off of it. And what you want to do now is just add it to. I put 4 teaspoons of flour in here, and what we're going to do is we're going to make some roux here, kind of stuff, you know. So we're going to add a little bit to it, and then we're going to stir it up. We're just going to keep adding fluid to this, adding this this tomato mixture to this until we get a paste. What we don't want to do is scald that flour. We don't want to curl our sour cream either. So what we're going to do is I'm going to add 2 cans of tomato soup to this. I'm going to add a big container of sour cream. I'm using light sour cream, and then I'm going to add this back to it. And then when I get that mixed up, I'll bring you back and show you what I've got. Alright, there you go. I've got the juice back out of the peppers. I've got 4 teaspoons of flour, 2 cans of tomato soup, the regular size 10 ounce or whatever they are, soup cans, and a big thing of sour cream, which is 1.5 pounds of sour cream. That makes the magic sauce. We're going to pour it back over these, and then we're going to put it back in the oven for about 45 minutes to an hour at 375. And when I pull it out, I'll have some mashed potatoes and we'll be ready to eat. Alright, let me show y'all what we got here. I gotta wrap this up quick. This stuff's smelling so good, driving me crazy. So, I'm sorry, Rick, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry about that. Anyways, there you go. That's done. After the second time I put it back in, I kept it in for an hour. So there it is, done. I've got some mashed potatoes right here, and I have one of those peppers. And now, let me show you what I do. Get a fork, and look at that. Oh, that's just done just perfect, huh? Look at that. Oh, man, alive. Your mouth's watering. Mine is. If I slur, it's because of that right there. And then we're going to get some of this gravy. Put that on there. Yeah, the gravy's the gravy, you know what I'm saying? Gravy's gravy, no matter what kind of gravy. Put that on the potatoes, too. I'm going to end up making a big mess before it's over. I know I'm running out of time and I'm hungry and this stuff smells so good. There you go, folks. Let me tell you what, that is, if that ain't eating like a king, I don't know what is. So there you go, family recipe, stuffed peppers. Try it. I hope you enjoy it. I got to go because I got to eat. Thanks. Have a good night.